Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Smash the notification bell so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a fiduciary. I am a regular investor like you. I just happen to make YouTube videos documenting me and my husband's financial journey to early retirement. So if you want some inspiration, some motivation, if you're brand new to the stock market, I do have a beginner investing playlist. I share our 401ks there, Roths. I talk about what stocks are, the markets, all of that. So check those out if you would like. And if you need some private help, check out my website, mt1finance.com. Information is down below. So I wanted to make a video, and I'm going to try to do a couple since I got some time and I can sit here and kind of bulk record. So you may see this outfit and this getup a couple of times. While I have the time, I want to use it. And I'm going to do very, 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 very little editing. So today I wanted to give an SPLG update. You see my Apple Pencil. I have my little iPad here this is like my handy dandy notebook. So it helps me to kind of stay on track. But you guys know I like to do these SPLG updates around once a month just to check in and document our process and track our progress, so that you all can see that consistency is the biggest key here when it comes to your investing. Not even so much the dollar amount, though that is important, being consistent, right? Dollar cost averaging no matter what the market is doing. So one reason why I like SPLG, now I have several videos on my channel talking about SPLG from when we first started investing in it to our first 100 shares, etc. So make sure you kind of scroll through. I do have several playlists on my channel just so that you guys can kind of go and, get caught up on our financial journey. But I like SPLG as an alternate to VOO. Though VOO is absolutely great, they track the same. They are both managed by great investment firms. SPLG is State Street Advisors. VOO is Vanguard. Really, really great investment firms behind them. They both pay a dividend. So, they track the same, like I said. So both are really great. I just prefer SPLG, number one, because psychologically, I like having more shares. And again, I love tracking our share sizes. So you hear me talk about that all the time on this channel. Track your share sizes because it helps you to, be motivated to get to that first whole share. I know a lot of you are investing for the first time. You're brand spanking new to the market. And that's probably one of the biggest, feedback that I've been getting from a lot of you who are new is getting to your first share, getting to your first 5 shares, getting to your first 10 shares, how motivating it is to see that progress, that growth in your portfolios. And we're not even talking about what the market is doing or, the compound interest, just your contributions to your portfolio. So I like SPLG again, because I like seeing, us get to those whole shares versus VOO, which is almost $500 a share. Again, they both track the same. All you got to do is pull up the charts. You will see they both pretty much track the same, have the same top 10 holdings, etc. So that's why I prefer just SPLG. But I mean, FXAIX, you can throw that in there. Again, they just track the top 500 companies on the S&P 500. That's pretty much what VOO is, what SPLG is, what FXAIX, and there's probably a ton of other different funds that track the S&P 500. So you just do your research. If you don't know how to research, again, that's why I have a beginner investing playlist. Go ahead and check it out, or just type it into Google. Type it into good old Google and it'll tell you how to research. But let me give you guys an update. So you'll see a screenshot up on your screen. We hit the $20,000 mark in SPLG, which is really, really great. And I was really not so much shocked, but just amazed at how the progress is. And though you may see that return low, we were investing when the market was down. I mean, if you look at the past 2 or 3 weeks, the market has not been pretty. I mean, I remember watching a couple of news reports saying, where the Fed going to do an emergency rate cut, where they're going to do a larger rate cut come September because, the markets are all crashing and etc. But guess what? My husband and I were over here. I did a community post, maybe about a week and a half ago, where I said I bought 5 shares of NVIDIA at $92. Was I thinking it was going down some more? Yeah, and I would have loved if NVIDIA would have gotten to 80 somethings. But, instead of trying to wait, I said, you know what? No, $92 is a great price. If it falls some more, I'll get some more then. But just pulled the trigger and we bought. And I made that post, and several of you commented that you were doing the same thing. So I love to see that we're all on the same page, that we're not scared when the stock market is crashing or having, like it's regressing or having a pullback or a correction, but we are holding in to securities that we research and that we believe in for the long term. So I'm excited that my husband and I took advantage of some of those sales these past couple weeks. And now we have $20,000 invested in SPLG. How many of you all remember when I first started investing in SPLG last year? Again, just slowly build up. When we get some extra money, a bonus, a raise, if you have a side hustle, right? You can use those resources to build up your positions even more. And you may think that, getting to $10,000 or to 100 shares is so far away. But I'm telling you, and so many of you will agree to this, it does add up, right? If you're doing the $1 a day investing challenge, and I know many of you are, I put that poll up in my community post. So for the pick that you all voted on, or the majority of you voted on for Q3, was SPLG. We're talking about that today, right? You would be surprised if you just start investing in whatever securities you believe in. Just invest and be consistent, whether it's $1 a day, whether it's $100 a month, whatever the amount of money you can put into the market. If you're consistent, I am telling you, it adds up. So many of you have gotten to your first 100 shares of SCHD, right? You know how much I love SCHD, and you were shocked at how fast you got to your first 50 shares in like 6, 7, 8 months because you were just consistent. So that's like my little message for the week, is just be consistent with your investing or paying off debt or saving. I've been losing weight. I've been kind of MIA off of YouTube or off of social media for the most part, and I am down 17 pounds. And I started late April, May-ish, just eating better, being more active in my mind, unplugging from social media, and just going out and walking, working out, being more active, going to bed earlier, waking up earlier, which I've learned is very, very good for not only losing weight, but just being in a better mental space. And none of that would have been possible if I was not consistent. So I know I preach the same tune all the time, but be consistent. Build good habits. There's a really great book called Atomic Habits. Shout out to the author of that book. That's a great book. If you are trying to kind of build new habits, get rid of those old ones, why you need to have good habits, that's a really good book to check out. But yeah, so our next goal for SPLG is, I would say, $25,000, or maybe I should say 50. No, we're going to keep it short. $25,000 or 400 shares. So that's our next goal. But again, when the market is down, even in a recession, buying into good ETFs, good stocks, whatever it is, because again, long term, it works. And the great thing about SPLG is that it is an ETF. It is a fund. It's a basket of stocks. So I'm not investing in just one thing. My risk is already lower. And like I said, it pays a dividend, which you know how I feel about dividends. And their next dividend date, it hasn't been confirmed, but traditionally it's in September. So we're almost in September. And, it's going to be exciting to receive that dividend as well. So that's the SPLG update for today. Under 10 minutes. So let me know down below what you guys are looking at in terms of buying this week, or have been buying, or dollar cost averaging in, especially when the markets have been red, right? Because we're here motivating each other and those in our community who are brand spanking new to the markets and get scared, when the market is red, because we all have been there. But I think with good, with a good approach, solid analysis, and just community support, like what we have over here on my channel, it'll help people to continue the journey. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like, you share, and subscribe. Smash notification button so that you don't miss upload every time I post a video. And until next time, you already know, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.